If you struggle from knee pain or just want stronger knees, these are some of my favorite exercises I can do from home with minimal equipment.
We're starting off with banded terminal knee extensions, otherwise known as TKEs. The banded TKE is one of the most simplest but effective exercises for strengthening the muscles around your knee, especially the VMO, which plays a crucial role in knee stability. To do it, anchor a resistance band at knee height, loop it around the back of your knee, and step back to create tension. Straighten your knee against the band, squeezing your quad at the top. This is a great way to improve knee extension and control. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you can add in a little bit of height to your step by using something like a slant board. Then we move into Tibialis Raises. Your tibialis anterior, the muscles on the front of your shin, is key for absorbing force and protecting your knees. Weak tibs can lead to knee pain and shin splints. You can do this exercise on a wall by putting your butt on the wall, stepping your feet a few feet in front of you, locking your knees and lifting your toes towards you. Or you can use a tib bar while sitting on a weight bench for added resistance and load. Next, we're focusing on a single leg calf raise, since strong calves help absorb impact and stabilize your knees. To do this, I like to stand on one leg in front of a wall for some added stability. Press through the ball of your foot and raise your heel as high as possible. Pause for a second or two up top before lowering under control to make your calves work as much as possible, adding weight here as needed. Then it's onto the ATG Split Squat. This is one of the best exercises for knee strength and mobility. It's easiest to start with your foot elevated, like I'm doing here. You want to push your front knee over your toes, aiming for your hamstring to cover your calf. Your back toes should be pressed and your back leg should be as straight as possible while also keeping your torso upright. This will create a deep stretch in your hip flexors while strengthening your quad. Start with body weight and added height, then progress lower as you get more comfortable in this exercise before adding weight and progressing even lower. Then we move into a step back lunge to step through. This combines strength, stability, and coordination. Step back into a deep lunge, then drive through your front foot and step forward into a knee drive. This movement strengthens your quads, glutes, hip flexors, and tests your balance, which are all crucial for knee health and athletic performance. After that, we'll go into deep squats on a slant board, otherwise known as VMO squats. Elevating your heels on a slant board shifts more focus onto your VMO and allows for a deeper squat with better knee tracking. These help build strength and resilience in your knees while improving mobility. If you don't have a slant board, you can use dumbbells, plates, or a sturdy book for heel elevation. Make sure your back stays completely vertical in this exercise, no hunching, no rounding your back. Add weight in front of you, holding it like a goblet squat as needed. Then we're firing up our hamstrings and our glutes with a glute bridge. Strong glutes and hamstrings are key for protecting your knees. Lie on your back, plant your feet, and drive through your heels to lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes at the top, and you can either hold here for say 30 seconds to do glute bridge isometric, or eventually you'll start to feel those glutes and those hamstrings firing, or you can do reps here where you're gonna go up and then slowly lower back down. Make sure you aren't overly arching at the top, as that's not great for your lower back. You can progress this movement by either adding weight or doing single leg variations. And we're finishing this off with a few isometrics, starting with Spanish squat hold. This is an isometric exercise that targets your quads while reducing stress on your knee joint. You want to loop a band around your knees and anchor it to something sturdy. You want to sit back into a squat and hold, keeping tension in your quads while aiming for a 90-degree knee bend. This is a great way to build endurance and reinforce good knee mechanics, aiming for about a 30-second hold here. If you don't have a band, you can substitute it with a wall sit. And finally, we're working banded hip flexor isometric holds. Hip flexor strength is often overlooked, but it plays a huge role in knee stability and overall movement. With this exercise, you want to loop a small resistance band around your feet and lift one foot in front of you at about a 90-degree angle. You want to hold this position with control, aiming to hold it for about 30 seconds. At the end of those 30 seconds, you'll feel your hip flexors burning. This exercise builds strength in your hip flexors, which helps with knee tracking, overall leg function, helps you run faster, jump higher, keep training those hip flexors.
Try to do these exercises consistently for the next couple of weeks, and I bet you'll start to feel a difference in how your knees feel and perform. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. Cheers.